Hi everyone, welcome to Breath Yoga. My name is Nuria and today we're going to do a practice to improve posture. We're going to gain awareness of how it feels to stand tall in a way that it's healthy for the curvature of the spine. With regular practice, our body will memorize how it feels and it will become much more natural to have good posture. We're also going to do some exercises to relax the neck and back muscles so that you feel an instant release. Let's get started. We're going to start by sitting on our heels. If this for any reason feels uncomfortable, you can go back to sitting cross-legged and just grab a cushion, place it under your sitting bone so that it gives you a bit more height and you can be comfortable for longer. Now we're going to do a couple of simple exercises to release the neck. We're going to draw circles with our nose. So first of all, we're going to look to our right shoulder. We're going to bring the chin down. And now we're going to move our nose towards the left shoulder. And now again, bringing the chin down to the chest. And now to the right. We're going to keep making those semicircles, always going forward to release our neck. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Couple more circles. And now next time that our chin is by our chest, we're going to bring our head back up. Now we're going to draw some circles with our shoulders, bringing our shoulder blades back and down. And try to bring your shoulders as high up as you can, as if you were trying to touch your ears with your shoulders and then rolling them back and down. And again, up as high up as you can and then back and down. Keep rolling. Most probably you're gonna hear a bit of a scary noise as you make these rolls. But don't worry, keep at it. And now we're going to change direction of the rolls. We're going to bring our shoulders forward. So we're working on that shoulder mobility. Keep breathing. Keep bringing those shoulders up as high as you can. And after your last roll forward, you're going to do one last roll back. And really open your chest. So now we're gonna think about the position of our spine. So I want you to make yourself as long as you can. And I want to bring your awareness to a couple of things that are gonna help us to have a really good posture. So first of all, as we stand tall, we're opening the chest. Our shoulder blades are back and down. I want you first to observe your ribs. So I want you to bring 2 fingers to your floating ribs, and I want you to close them. So you want to feel as if you were ironing your rib cage, and your hips are not going to be flaring out, but they're going to be closed in, as if someone would hold you here. This is what ballerinas do. When a male dancer helps them jump, they have to close their rib cage. So think about that, closing it in, making it as small as you can. Okay, so it's all ironed out. So that's the first step. Second key step to have good posture is the positioning of the head. So I want you to tuck slightly in your chin. You want to make sure that the back of your neck is long and that you're not bringing your chin in or you're not bringing your chin forward. So one thing I want you to do is to place 2 fingers on top of your chin and you're gonna be pushing it in. Definitely not very flattering, but this is going to help us correct some of what happens when we spend a lot of hours in front of the computer and our head tends to do this. So we want to correct that. We want to make sure that the back of our neck is long and that our chin is slightly tucked in to allow that length of the back. So now we're going to do a final check. Our chest is open, our shoulders are back and down, but our ribs are closed. and our chin is in. So the back of our neck is as long as possible. You can even do this by having a mirror right in front of you so you can check that everything is adding up. So again, breathing in, opening the chest, shoulder blades back and down, closing the ribs, and now checking the position of your chin, making sure that your chin and your hairline are on one single line and your neck is as long as possible. This is the key to good posture. So the more you do this and you look at the mirror to make sure that you're holding that right posture, the easier it's going to be for your body to remember and go back to it. Okay, so now from here, we're going to keep putting this into practice. We're going to come to all fours. First thing is you're going to make sure that our wrists are right under the shoulders and that our knees are right under the hips. We're going to tuck the toes under and we're going to do a sequence of cat-cow to warm up the spine. So we're going to push the pelvis out, arch the spine, push the chest forward through the shoulders, and now we're going to be looking forward and down. Now we're going to start with the toes, we're going to release the toes, we're going to tuck the pelvis in, we're going to round the spine, looking into the belly button, and again, tucking the toes under, pushing the pelvis out, arching the spine, pushing the chest forward through the shoulders. We start again with the toes, we're releasing the toes, tucking the pelvis under, rounding the spine, looking into the belly button, starting with the toes, tucking them in, pushing the pelvis out, arching the spine, pushing the chest forward through the shoulders. You can do this a couple more times or as many times as you want. This is an excellent exercise to start waking up and lengthening the spine. Now, once we're done with our sequencing of cat-cow, we're gonna come to neutral all fours. What that means is that our neck is going to be long. We're going to be looking down into the mat and we're going to again go back to chin in hairline in one single line so the back of our neck is long, and we're going to remember again how the neck is connected all the way down to the tailbone. So we're going to keep it here and now we're going to test it. So we're going to first of all start with our right leg. So we're going to lengthen the right leg. The toes are going to be pointing down, looking into the mat. Our core is active and we're keeping that length of the spine. And I want you to think of a cup of coffee or a cup of tea on top of your sacrum, and it needs to be completely stable. Now we're going to add the opposite arm. The palm is going to be facing to the side and we keep looking down. Keep thinking about your chin and your hairline being on the same line. Think of the back of your neck, making it long. Breathing here, really activating your core muscles and your glutes. This might seem really simple, but it's a great exercise to help us strengthen our core area and our back muscles, which are critical for that good posture. Now from here, we're going to bring the hand down, then we're going to bring the leg down, and now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, now we're going to lengthen the left leg. The toes are going to be looking down into the mat, making sure both hips are looking into the mat. We're really activating those glutes, the lower back. We're pushing through the hands. And again, we're going to think of that straight line that goes all the way from the crown of the head to your tailbone. Really activating your glutes and your back. And now we're going to add the right arm. The palm is going to be facing to the side. We're going to keep looking down. Keep thinking of the back of your neck. Keep thinking of that chin to hairline line. Hold it here. Working on the core and back muscles, so critical to our good posture. Couple more breaths. And now we're gonna bring the arm down, and then we're going to bring the leg down. Now from here, we're going to slowly come all the way up to standing. So we're gonna first bring our right foot behind the right wrist, and then the left foot behind the left wrist. We're gonna have our knees bent. We're gonna exhale, fold forward. And here we're gonna hold opposite elbows. And we're going to relax, breathe here. Feel how gravity is gonna help us lengthen the spine. Don't forget to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. You can play with slightly straightening your knees and then bending them. Whatever feels right to you. If you want to keep them bent the whole time, that's perfectly fine too. And if you've been working on that flexion extension of the legs, now we're going to keep them bent, and now we're going to work with our breath and our torso. So we're going to inhale and move the torso away from the legs, and then we're going to exhale and move the torso closer to the legs. Again, inhaling, moving the torso away from the legs, exhaling, moving the torso closer to the legs. We're going to keep doing that movement. It's going to help us continue lengthening our spine. Now from here, we're going to release the hands. We're going to let them drop. And now very slowly, we're going to start coming up one vertebra at a time. Rounding the spine, keeping the head heavy. And then the head is going to be the very last thing to come up. Now we're going to stand really tall. We're going to check our feet, make sure that they are hip width apart, that they are parallel to each other. Here, I want you to start playing with the weight of your body and how it refers to your feet. So we're going to start by shifting our body weight forward towards the ball of the feet. Now we're going to push it back towards the heels, to the side, to the left, to the other side, to the right. Now we're going to push it again back towards the heels, front to the ball of the foot, right, and then left. And now I want you to find your own center. Make sure that your body weight is evenly spread across the four corners of your feet. We're gonna inhale, open the chest, and we're gonna again check our posture. We're gonna make sure that our ribs are not flaring out, that they are closed in, that everything is ironed around here. We're gonna check the position of the neck. We want to make sure that the back of the neck is long. We're gonna tuck slightly in our chin. And now we're gonna have our arms alongside the body with the palms facing forward. This is mountain pose. And this is what it means to have a straight back. It's about having a spine that is as long as possible and straight, connecting from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. From here, we're going to inhale, bring our hands overhead. We're going to exhale, bring the palms down through the torso, bend the knees, hinge forward from the hips, hands to the mat, inhaling, straight back. And here, very important, we're going to ensure that our back has the shape of a tabletop. The crown of our head is connected to our tailbone in one perfect straight line. We're going to check our ribs, making sure that they're not flaring out, and that our chin is tucked in. Now Again, you're gonna exhale, bending the knees, folding forward. Inhaling, bringing our arms overhead. Exhaling, palms down through the torso, opening up our arms, palms facing forward. That was our first half sun salutation. Inhaling again, arms overhead. Exhaling, palms down through the torso, bending the knees, hinging from the hips. Hands to the mat. Inhaling, straight back. Exhaling, folding forward. And now we're going to bring our right foot back, left foot back. We're gonna exhale and come all the way down to the mat. We're gonna inhale, push the hands, coming into cobra. Exhaling, bending the knees. Inhaling, tucking the toes in and coming into our downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. We're gonna walk the dog, bend one knee and then bend the other. And now from here, we're gonna bring both knees to the mat. We're gonna tuck the toes and we're gonna come up to standing on our knees. We're gonna come into camel pose and we're gonna do that slowly. That's a pose that's gonna help us open the front of the body. We wanna make sure that we're compensating for all the time we spent bending over our keyboard. So we're going to start with a half camel pose. So we're gonna bring our right hand to the right heel and we're gonna open up the opposite arm. We're gonna come to center and we're gonna bring the left arm to the left heel, opening the right arm. There we go. We're gonna alternate this movement. If it feels too much, just don't bring your hand all the way down to your heel. Just simply do it from the top of the posture and just bring in your arms slightly back. So one last time. We're gonna come all the way back up to stand on our knees. And now if what we just did felt comfortable, we can go into the full pose. If it felt a bit challenging or you couldn't go all the way down to your heels, you're gonna just stay here. You're gonna place your hands on your kidneys with the fingers pointing down. We're gonna open the chest and then we're gonna push our hips forward. So that's option number one. If you wanna go a bit deeper, we're gonna place one hand on each heel and we're gonna open the chest. You can keep looking forward. This is definitely the most comfortable option for the neck. Or if you wanna make it deeper, and if it doesn't feel too uncomfortable, you can drop your head. From here, we're gonna inhale and come up. We're gonna sit on our heels. We're gonna open the knees and we're gonna bring our forehead all the way down to the mat. We're gonna extend our arms alongside the body. A couple of breaths here. Now we're gonna slowly push ourselves up, back to sitting. We're gonna extend our legs in front of us. We're gonna flex our feet. And we're gonna make our spine really long. If sitting like this feels uncomfortable, again, we would grab our cushion and we will sit on top of it so that we have a bit more height. So you're gonna have to see what you need to work with. You can put a couple of cushions, you can put a couple of books, whatever you need so that you can be sitting here tall, really lengthening your spine. Your feet are flexed, you're looking into your toes. And I want you to focus again in your spine. Think of that straight line that connects your tailbone with the crown of your head. Think of the line that connects your chin with your hairline. You want it to be straight. The back of your neck is straight. Make sure that your chin is slightly tucked in. And now we're gonna bend the knees, bring the feet flat on the mat. We're gonna hold the back of our thighs. And from here, we're going to make sure that our thighs and our chest stay connected at all times. So we're going to start walking our feet forward and keeping chest and thighs connected. We're gonna be looking into our toes or our ankles, whatever that it's gonna help us keep the back of the spine long, the back of the neck long, sorry, and keep thinking about that line that connects your hairline and your chin. So whatever you get to that feels that after that point, your chest is gonna start moving away from your thighs, you're gonna stop there and you're gonna breathe into that space. Keep thinking of your back being really long. Keep breathing. We're going to do a couple extra steps forward. And keep thinking about the length of your spine. This is the whole purpose of this exercise. From here, we're going to inhale. We're going to come all the way back to standing. And now we're going to cross our legs and come back to cross-seated. You can again sit on top of your cushion or you can just sit straight on the mat, whatever you need. From here, you're going to sit tall again. And I want you to think for one last time about that line that connects your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head, the back of your neck, being long. Remember your chin tucked in. Inhaling, opening your chest, and then making sure that your ribs are all ironed out, that they're not flaring out. Here you are. You're sitting tall, in good posture. Try to memorize this sensation so that your body can get back to it. The more you do it, the more natural it will become. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comment, please write it down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more happy, healthy yoga for all. Bye.